Hello everyone, welcome back to Bonsai Expression. I'm Christoph, and you might have just been wondering what I was just doing. Just listen. Birds are out again singing. We've had a little bit of rain and it's due to rain again, but I keep saying it, it's almost spring. I mean, it's not, but it feels like it. Maybe it's wishful thinking, but I'm really anxious. I'm really on the edge of my edge of my seat, waiting for spring to come. I really want to get stuck into all my trees. I want the growing season now. I'm really ready for it. I feel like it's going to be a really good growing season this year for bonsai. I don't know about you lot, but for me, I feel it. I feel it's going to be a really good year this year for bonsai. For growing, for the plants, for the trees in general. Even if you're not into bonsai and you're into your gardens, I just feel like this year is going to be a really good year. I don't know what it is. I just feel like 2025, the growing season on the whole, is going to be a good year. There's the birds again. Anyway, enough of me just enjoying my little life. I guess that's what it's all about, isn't it? It's about being in the garden. It's about enjoying the little moments. And that's what I'm doing. I'm enjoying myself. Getting back to nature, as it were. And I hope bonsai does that for you as well. I hope gardening, and I hope that's what your life is about. Just taking those little moments from your busy schedule. Just enjoying yourself. Because I'm doing that. Anyway, enough about taking that little peace of mind. Let's get into a proper video. So, I'm going to be working on a Chinese elm today. I've not had this one on the channel. I've had it for a little while, not too long, but I've had it and I've been working on it. It's a small twin trunk and I've put it in slow development. I've not been rushing this one. It's fairly young. It's been growing. I've cut it back and then I've slowly let it grow out, and I've been working on it just in the background. I'd say, excuse me. I've got a little bit of heartburn going on today, so I'm awfully sorry about that, but it's really sore and I've got no medication for it either. I've used all the last of my Rennie. So, as I was saying, let's get back to it. The tree in question is, I'm going to show you now. It's a little bit overgrown. As I was saying about some of these Chinese elms, some of them will keep the leaves and some of them will drop the leaves. Some of them, partial drop the leaves. You just won't know until you get them and you go over winter with them. This one, as you can tell, it's got pretty much majority of its leaves so far this winter. I do keep my Chinese elms in cover. Well, I did until I lost my polytunnel. So it was in my polytunnel, as most of my Chinese elms. In fact, all of my Chinese elms are in cover all over the winter. As I say, you don't know what you're getting with the Chinese elms. A little bit of frost can kill these off over winter, so I don't take any chances. Some of them can take it, no problem. But again, you don't know what you're going to get with a Chinese elm. Just protect them. Just go the whole hog. Protect them. Don't take any chances. Get them in a greenhouse, get them in a polytunnel, get them in some sort of shelter. Don't take your chance. Protect them over your winter. So, this is it. If I get you in a little bit, you can see the twin trunk just there. Comes out nicely. I did a nice big cut on this side because they were both pretty much the same, and I've started growing again. Now you can't see quite well because of the overgrownness. I'm not sure that's a real word, but I like to use my non-real wordness, because if you're used to my channel, you're used to how I like to make words up. So I've done a cut it right back to about here to give one tall tree, one shorter tree, and then we've grown another section just here, and then I've got a bit at the back. The second tree here, or the second trunk, as you can see through now, it grows up to about this section, and then we've grown it off. We've got branch down at the bottom just here, and then we've got this section that grows off. Now obviously you can't tell too much because of the way everything is grown on top, so today I would like just to give a nice little trim, prune it all back in so you can see what we are working with, and then come spring we should get plenty of more growth. Looking in from it as well, you can't really see, but if you look in, hey, it gives you a better angle. I've got what looks like, and I'm not 100% sure it is because I've got dirt everywhere from the storm, but it looks like bugs all over this tree. Now I cannot confirm it because of the way I've got what looks like grit, dirt, soil everywhere. So I'm going to go in, clean it all up, and I'm going to give it a spray just to be on the safe side with some bug repellent. So that's the idea for today. I'm going to grab it on the bench, give it a nice little prune, and we're going to start a little playlist for this tree as well. So join me. Okay, so this is the front of my tree. Hope you can see it. I do really like this tree, and I've got a really nice pot. I'm going to be putting this one in spring as well when we do the root prune on it. So I'm pretty sure I've had this, I repotted this last year off camera, so I think I've had it, let me see, I think I've only had it 18 months, maybe 2 years at a push, so not too long. Actually, it might even be a little bit longer than that. I think I've been growing it a little bit longer than that. I think I've been growing it 3 years, and I've only been working on it in terms of chopping it and then repotting it over the last 18 months. So maybe 2 to 3 years I've actually had it and done the chop and the other styling bits. Yes, that sounds about right. The repot was done 18 months ago. Yeah, sounds about right. So here we go, let's get into this. So the front is here, and as you can see, we've got bits growing over the front. So obviously we're just going to remove the ones that are in the way, get us started. So I'm just going to turn this round, going to get in. You can see on this angle here, I'm going to take these bits out. Anything in the way that's not needed and is obviously causing a distraction, we're going to come in, take off. So these little bits here, and as soon as I start taking the bits that are in the way, it will start clearing this up, because as I say, I've been styling this for a while now, and it should all become apparent of what I've been doing over the last few years. So I'm just going to come in, any new growth or past growth, let's clear this up in here, move that out. So there we go, this bit is already starting to open up, just the sections just here. Now if I just move this around, it's going to be taking this section out here and here, and then this part here, bringing this part right back into, for now, here, and then I've got a section grows up, and again I've got little parts that are growing just in the wrong directions, so we just take them out. This section grows down, got parts growing up, parts growing backwards on itself into the tree. So again, this is a nice easy, let me just stand and hover over. So as I say, this shouldn't be too much of a difficult prune to do because it's all laid in motion. The basic structure I've already done over the last few years. All I'm doing is coming in and fixing where the growth has come over the last few years. So as I say, anything growing upwards like this just needs to be removed. I can just get in just here. Parts growing over there too far out, growing up and outwards there, that just needs removing. Got this one that grows upwards, obviously not part of the design. Okay, nice easy trim so far. So nice easy trim, and as you can see, just this part is already opened it up. We're just going to come in and continue to do that. Right, so let me have a look, see what I'm about, see what else we need to take off. Got this little bit, got a dead section there, got another growth in the backwards. So far so good, nice and easy. I'm going to be doing a bit of weaving and bobbing while I'm on camera, just so I can get the right angles and you can see what is going on. There we go. Right, just look how open that is already. Just a few minor trims, and as I say, all of this is just because all the trims I'm just doing is everything that is just overgrown. Everything I've already done previously is built up the tree. I'm just coming in and removing the stuff that is overgrown. I'm going to start trimming everything back to where it should be, and then come spring, everything I've just trimmed back to, we will get all the new growth that pushes out again, and it will produce all the little leaves where it should be, giving it a nice little tree. So out that comes. We will cut that back to this leaf here, because that is directional pruning. So far you can see the structure of the tree now. It's looking a hell of a lot better. Just at the back, I've got this branch here, comes out in between the gap of the two trees, well, the two trunks. So if I left that there, that will continue to swell this area. I've previously had a branch here which has been removed for that same reason. Got branches here we want to take out. This long one here has to be removed, because if we don't, it's going to interfere crossing. So we take that out. I've got this one here we're going to keep for the time being. In fact, I might even remove it. Let me just have a look. We could cut that back. In fact, no, we are going to take that one off. Opens up this whole section of the tree. Just let me show you in there. Opens up this whole section of the tree. So if I was looking through the tree now, there you go. You've got a left side of the tree, you've got a right side of the tree. You can see a nice gap there. Moving up into the apex area, we've got this little part here that is becoming a little bit congested. We have to start clearing that one out. So the best way to do that is coming from the top. For me, I will just move in and clear that little section there. There we go. A couple of leaves growing in. I've got a little part growing right in the armpit. Now I need to make a decision. I've got these two, if I spin you around, I've got these two here, and they both grow from the same point where I've also got my leader. If I let everything grow from that sort of section, it is going to cause mass swelling. So what do? Do I need all that branch section? Do we need any of that branch section? Well, I need some of it, because it is indeed going to fill up. Well, it needs something in this area. In fact, I don't need that there. So let's take, oh, I just took my leader off. What a bloody idiot. So one thing I did say about the Chinese elm, if you make a mistake, don't worry, because they grow back rapidly. And yes, I have just made a massive mistake. Just look at that there. I have pruned off my leader. Just there. Like a bloody wally. So, what do? Well, what we do is we don't panic. Because hopefully it grows back. Well, we know it grows back because the Chinese elms grow back rapidly. So now we have a look at what's going on there. We make a decision. Do we turn one of these into the leader? Or do we try and progress with this as the leader? That's the question we have to go for ourselves. Oh, we could use one of these. I could bring it up. So this back one, I'm going to get rid of it completely. Just there like that. I'm going to bring this back to here. And I'm going to see if this one here now takes over because I've got a leaf. If it doesn't, we'll get this one and hopefully something will develop back off it. Either or, one of them is going to become the leader. But I can't believe I just slipped with that one. Oh well, here's what it is. We've got two buds there. We could move that into the leader, just there like that, and it would still work. It would still work in the right zone. Bring that into shape. It's not a problem. The only issue now is because I've took my leader out here, this is now a little bit too high and probably needs removing. All that development work just to be snipped away incorrectly. I mean, I could take that one off completely now. I'm gonna have to get rid of it. I've took the leader out. I'm gonna have to make that the new leader. Let it grow out. That's the decision. Just there like that. Okay. Oh, I can't believe we did that. Still reeling over that. Okay. Let's clear this mess up and I'll show you what we are dealing with. So let me just move that camera a little bit. As I say, the main structure was already there. We just pruned everything back. Because I've lost the leader now, I had to prune this one off. And I think I'm probably going to have to work with this as leader. I've got a bud here, but that's probably going to take off. So I'd ideally like this one, I think. This one to take off if this one doesn't grow back. But it is what it is. I'll probably, if this one takes off, and hopefully I'll get something to go this way as well, but you never know. I'm not entirely sure I like the length of this back branch here. You can see it is a little bit long. For the time being, I'm just going to leave it. I probably will reduce the length of it, probably to somewhere here. Do you know what? I might need to do that now, actually. I'm just going to do it. I've got a bud there. I'm just going to cut back to it. There you go. It looks better. Now it's more of a conical shape as well. It can go a little bit more, but the buds are there. Once the buds have popped, I'll come back, clean it up as it dies back. So there we go, we've got the tree. Move it around. Everything's trimmed back into place. You can see everything now properly. We've got the twins, the short stubbier one, the bigger one here, and you can see everything is starting to roll over properly and nicely. If I bring you in, you can see them rollovers. Just there. And then you've got the lower one as well, which is doing it nicely. The whole tree from a different angle on top. That's the back. Then back round to the front. So once spring comes back in, once spring pops in, I expect all these new buds further down the back, all over here, because the tree, the Chinese elms, absolutely bud out profusely. So even the bud, they'll probably bud even down the trunk line. They're such a great tree, and I love this species. One of my favourites. It'll bud out absolutely everywhere, so I'll have to go in again, completely clear out everything I don't need. And you'll probably notice that these little branches here, they will thicken up really quick. We're going to go in the spring. I'm going to get it out of this pot. I'm going to go slightly larger, but not too big. I'm going to go in a rounded pot. I've got a really nice pot to go in. Actually, it's the same sort of pot we have. I'll just take you over here, actually. It is the same sort of pot we've got the privet in, which is this one, just here. I've got one of those, but it is a smaller pot. So I'm going to do that for this tree. So I think it'll look nice in one of those. So if I get it in one of those pots, just a smaller pot, I think it'll suit it lovely. That's my idea anyway. So my twin trunk Chinese elm, look at it. That is pretty cool. Everything's set in the right places, and now I'm just waiting for the spring growth to come in. We've trimmed it all back. It is looking pretty naked, but it's pretty cool. Look at that. And as you can see, the rollovers looking pretty cool. I'm just going to give it a nice little spray off camera with the bug spray, just to make sure. As I say, I'm pretty sure that it is just all the dust and dirt from the storms that we've had lately splattered up off the floor onto it. They are on the leaves, but it doesn't, I'm not convinced they are the bugs, but I'm just going to make sure. I just don't want to have all my trees eaten come spring by all any pests, just in case. Anyway, made up with this, apart from stupid mistake on top, but as you can tell, I'm not too concerned. We'll have the new growth on this. I do clip and grow. I don't like wiring these, so as that one grows up, I've got a bud here as well on the old leader, so I'll get a bud here and a bud here and a bud here. So as it grows in, we'll make a decision, pick on which one we want. Force me to cut this one off, but it is what it is, as I say. So it's there, ready to do its thing, and I really like this one. We'll get it in the new pot. Check out the roots. I say we've worked on the roots prior. You guys haven't seen them, but I will show you. I'll do all that root work. So yeah, I'll get it in the invisible polytunnel just over here. Please, no more storms, no more bad weather, and this one should do all right. Anyway, if you like this one, please do give me a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll create a playlist for this one so you can continue following it for you as well. So thanks for watching, everyone, and I'll see you in the next one. And spring, don't forget, it's just around the corner. It'll soon be upon us. Bye, everyone.